After yesterday's best of 2025 VR games video, I wanted to take a day off, but then I discovered a game called the Pirate Republic of Nassau on Quest, thanks to our community Discord. And since this game is being made by HomeNet Games, the developers of the Warplanes series, which is a very awesome series by the way if you've never heard of it, I felt obligated to check this one out. And even though it's early access and very confusing to play at first, after about 45 minutes I was absolutely hooked and I've been playing all day. Over the years in VR we've had a few pirate ship style games and they mostly focus on sea battles, which is obviously what everyone wants, but this game also has a lot more going on, and once you learn the controls and the recipe of how to become a successful pirate, altogether makes this game actually pretty awesome. Firstly, I want to talk about the presentation, which is both really good and a little bit average. The ships, that's right, I said ships because you eventually will control a fleet, the crew, your cabin and your environment look nice, and the water effects are decent. Actually, it looks shockingly nice if I'm completely honest. When it comes to the islands themselves, they look a bit N64ish, but still pretty detailed, and there's an odd frame skip every now and again for reasons I don't yet understand. The music somehow never gets on your nerves even though it's always there, and is actually pretty good.
Captain, we rescued 2 sailors.
So as far as graphics go, it's not going to make people swoon or be something you want to show off, but it's definitely good enough for you to enjoy and be immersed. As you sail the seas, you'll find the odd spots where you can actually go diving looking for treasure, and you'll be welcomed by tons of exotic fish where you can extract pearls from oysters. You'll also find shipwrecks to explore and look for gold coins. There's an absolutely colossal map to explore, and it seems completely empty when you start the game. But by visiting taverns and paying for info, the map very soon starts to get filled up with locations, with new towns, and within those towns merchants to visit, where you can buy and sell items, and you can also make deals with other pirates. And all of this is combined with your drive to become the ultimate feared pirate of the 7 seas. The game's name, Nassau, at least I think that's how it's pronounced, is your main hub town, where you'll be investing all your riches to make it into an awesome place where you can also make your money. You'll first build somewhere to store your goods because your ships have a weight bearing limit. So after getting into the game and getting past lots of text boxes, you'll be off on your first sea battle, and these sea battles are incredibly satisfying. Once you get your enemy's health down to a certain percent, which I think was 50 or a bit less, they'll hoist the white flag and admit defeat. And then you can board the ship, capture it and take all the loot and resources they have, and then you can either sell the ship or keep it with you and hire more pirates to work on it and then load it up with more cannons. To be clear, this is a mobile game in VR. It's meant to keep you playing for hours on end, and it cleverly masks the repetitive gameplay with story and objectives to motivate you, and again, like their other games, it completely works. Earlier today I met a governor of a town and they needed some help, so we teamed up to destroy another town's fortress, and being the mercenary I am, I not only had fun destroying the fleet that protected the town, I obliterated all the ships, collected all the resources they had on board, and then put the survivors to work on my own ships, and I made 500 coins in the process. And this roughly took about 30 minutes, but it absolutely went by in a flash. The sea combat does take some getting used to though, especially when you have more than one ship to take control of, and the AI in all honesty can be pretty shit.
We can start the attack now. We should focus on the fort first.
And this just makes your life that little bit harder, but thanks to the third person overview camera and the ability to speed up time when sailing, all in all it's just not that bad, and you end up just having a good time. I put 4 hours into this game already today and it went by extremely fast, and that's why I wanted to raise some awareness for it. It's still very unfinished though. I discovered a treasure map earlier today while searching through another shipwreck, and when I travelled to the location I got a message from the developer actually saying that this feature has not yet been added to the game and they're very sorry. But to be honest, I wasn't mad. I just moved on to the next objective to earn more money, gather more resources, to build up my town, and overall I absolutely recommend this game if you're looking for a VR game based on being a pirate captain. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Check out my best VR games of 2025, which I'll link here. Remember to like and subscribe for more VR content, and I'll see you on the next one.